Brad, for starters, just your general thoughts on the game tonight.
Yeah, you know what? It was a good test for us. I think we were all coming into the game to see where we're at as a team, and you know, to win a game against a team like that, yeah, we're excited about that. But obviously, there's still some work to do. I was proud of our guys as the way they played a team game. One of the things we talked about was not giving up the grade A opportunities and protecting our house. And I think, they did get some chances, but at the end of the day, we had 5 guys in the house, and I thought we did a really good job of not giving those bang-bang plays in front of the net and making them work for everything they get. They hit a few posts as well as we did, but at the end of the day, Ludwig Pearson gave us a chance to win.
Just what was your assessment of Ludwig's play tonight?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm watching from the bench. You're just amazed on how calm and composed he is. He looks under control. When the puck goes lateral, it seems like he's beating the puck or tracking the puck and getting to a spot before the shot gets there. And he's dialed in. I know Carl Gehring's done an amazing job with not only him but the other goaltenders here to be prepared and ready. And I'm glad he's in our net.
Yeah, you've seen him on the other side when he gets like this.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? At the end of the game, I think there was a little frustration too, because I think he got bumped into a few times too. And I think they're trying to, get him off his game a little bit. But I thought he did a good job of being composed, and I thought our guys did a good job. And part of that too is our defensemen blocking shots, forwards and defensemen selling out, blocking shots, making sure that they get a piece of the puck before it even gets there.
Your thoughts on Reese's goal? I mean, usually we're used to seeing the snapshot, and this time it's a backhand, a little bit different than.
Yeah, it is. He likes to keep the puck on his forehand, and he's got such a great release. But having that play too, you talk about those grade A chances of trying to find that open area while a guy's on you, and then to try to get above the goaltender too on a backhand. That's high end skill level that he has, and strong hands. And I was glad to see him get that goal, and you could tell he was fired up after he scored that.
What are some things that he's maybe improved on from last year that you've seen or expanded on?
You know what? I think his pace a little bit, as far as consistency on his pace. He's always a fast player, but consistently bringing it. Like, this was our first game of back-to-back, and I thought he did a really good job of continuing the pace and being strong in the game. And I think the other thing that he's really exponentially gotten better at is his leadership. He was always a good leader, but man, his talking on the bench, when things were kind of going a little bit sideways, they got some opportunities and sustaining some zone time. He calmed the bench down. He's talking to the guys, and even to me too. He's going, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, let's boom, boom, boom. Like, he's starting to talk like a coach a little bit too. So I think that's awesome as far as his leadership, and that's something that just kind of keeps coming and growing, and he's become a really good leader.
What's it like just to get a taste of winning something early in the season?
Pardon me?
What's it like to get a taste of winning? You guys won a trophy tonight. What's it like to get a taste of winning something?
Well, it is. I think the biggest thing, when you have not only 14 new players, but also young players coming into your group that are first year in college hockey, you win the first game, and I think sometimes you take it for granted and you think that it's going to be easy or it's going to be the same way the next night. It's not like that. In college hockey, it's even tougher to win that second game after you win the first one. Obviously, if you lose the first one, there's desperation, but is there desperation for the second game? And I thought our guys came out, got the lead, did a good job. Our execution was off just a little, I thought, whether it was 5-on-5 or power play and missing nets and doing. But those are things we can work on and we know we can get better at. I loved our mentality of the game. And it was Parents' Weekend. Some guys didn't get to play, and I feel bad for that. But I just told them in the locker room after, there's going to be opportunity for championship teams or teams that are going to get content at the end of the year. They got to be ready, and they're going to get their opportunity and make sure that they're ready to go. And I just commend the guys that weren't in the lineup as well.
What are your thoughts on the day as a whole for the school? The football team wins. Wisconsin's a big rival. NDSU a big rival. Just the day as a whole.
Kelly Green rules, right? Kelly Green rules. At the end of the day, I'm so happy for that program. They've worked so hard, and I think a lot of times, the school down south gets a little bit of notoriety. Well, now it's time, and I love Bubba and what he brings to the table, and his whole group there. They work so hard. Really proud of what they've done, and it wasn't even close. And it's going to be things to come here as far as getting momentum for them and us as well.
Brad, if you can, use your thoughts on Hunter Johannes and the style of game that he brings, and did you expect that out of him?
Yeah, absolutely did, because we watched a lot of him. Through his career, at AIC, and then he goes to Lindenwood. He came into our building, and I thought he played a great game against us last year, scored a goal against us. And, that's another one. You talk about Ludwig Pearson, but having another guy you wish was on your bench, and I'm glad he's on our bench as well. And he's a tough guy to play against. He's a big guy that skates extremely well. He's got really good hands, and he's a gamer. He wants to be out there every shift to make a difference, and he's a great guy. So I'm glad he's had success. And, like I said, we've got a lot of really good parts on our team, and he's one of them.
If you can also talk about Jake Ivanovich and what he's meant to your squad, being a young kid and a smaller guy, but very skilled.
Skilled and compete. I guess if you came here and you looked at not only him, but even Abram Weeb, it's tough to play college hockey as a freshman. It really is. Like when you're playing against teams like this, Wisconsin, it's hot, it's fast, there's no time and space. Jake Ivanovich has done a really good job of making an impact right away. He's playing with Keaton Pearson, which I think helps a lot, as far as an experienced guy that played at Michigan and helping him settle down and play his game. But man, oh man, the future looks bright, and hopefully we can keep him a long time here.
Final one for me is Minnesota coming to town next weekend, the old rivalry renewed, if you will. Your thoughts, and can you even start thinking about that yet?
Yeah, you know what? The page is going to be turned. I know for me, the page is turned already. For our players, it's probably going to be tomorrow. Our guys are going to enjoy the win tonight, and then we're going to move on tomorrow and go from there. But, we just played a Big Ten team. That was a rival in Wisconsin. We're playing another one in Minnesota right now, and then it keeps getting tougher and tougher. And our guys are looking forward to it. And I think there's a respect there too, right? As much as you say, you're battling and you're going hard and competing, there is a mutual respect. But at the end of the day, we want to concentrate on how we have to win a couple of games.
Kerry Eads was given or inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight. And it's kind of ironic that the Wisconsin Badgers are on the other side of the ice. Was that planned that way?
I don't know if it was planned. I'm sure that something went into it for sure. I wish the video went a little bit longer than what it was, but I thought it was outstanding having a tribute to him. He's meant a lot to North. When you think of Gino Gasparini and John Marks, Dean Blaze, I think you put Kerry Eads in that mix. A guy that not only played here, coached here, gave his heart to North Dakota. The impact that he made on the players and the program here, it's the least we could do to acknowledge him. And I could tell he was proud. I was at the Hall of Fame banquet on Thursday. He did an outstanding job with his speech. He had his whole family there. He was proud. He's forever in our family. He'll be forever remembered. And, a lot of games come and go and things go by, memories go by. You will never forget, I think it was 1982, the fight in Wisconsin. Yeah. Virg, you were there, right? Oh, yeah. Awesome. You could probably ask Virg. He could verbatim say that everything that happened there. So.
You mentioned Pearson and Pike. What impact have they had on, you talk about Jake Livianich and Weeb, what impact have they had on those two guys?
Well, you know what, when you talk about Pike and Pearson, Britt and Zamolak, those are the 4 transfers we got, right? And each are a little bit different, but I'll tell you what, I think that's a little bit what we were missing last year, guys that have big bodies, that are rangy, that can skate well, that have long reaches, that can protect your net. And not only that, they can add to the offense. Our D-men were jumping a little bit too much probably last night, but at the end of the day, they did a good job tonight on defending first. So those 4 guys are going to help our 4 freshmen here to carry the torch. And I think that's a big deal, having those 4 guys here to give us a little foundation on our play early in the season.
How big a role has Dylan Simpson played with the D-men? We were talking about that, wondering about it tonight in the press box.
Yeah, you know what? I think he brings some levity to the bench. I think we're all very competitive here. We're all dialed in and focused. But having a guy that just came off of a playing career, played 10 years of pro, I believe, helped the younger guys in Syracuse with Columbus's organization. There's a synergy there, and I think it's a situation where I think he lightens the mood a little bit to make guys settle down their play, and you can tell with some of these guys, he's been a great addition.